Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my Facebook page. Um, as I start my new beginning, first of all, I want to start off with please go and buy Snitch on Amazon Kindle. It tells my autobiography about how I got out of a domestic violence relationship and there was some gang issues to it. But please go on Amazon or Barnes and Nobles and purchase Snitch for $9.99. If you get it off of Barnes and Nobles is running a special on it. You get 10% off, and it's for $8.99 instead of $9.99 if you purchase it on Barnes and Nobles. But if you purchase it on Amazon Kindle, then it is $9.99. And it's called Snitch, Bed of Deception, Happy Bubble Popped, Book 1. I'm currently about to start the second book, um, the second book of Bed of Deception, Snitched. So I wanted to kind of just talk and everything about some of the things I have going on as I'm rebuilding my life. So I launched the book after I survived and I left my husband. And I did leave him. We've been separated for 5 years. And October 13th, see, today's my baby's birthday, first of all. Happy birthday, Jacob. So, my oldest son turned 22 today. My 19th year anniversary is on October 13th. And then my daughter turns 21 October 22nd. So my babies are legal minors now. My youngest is 18, so it goes 18, 21, and then 22. So today Jacob is 22, and next week, in a week and 13 days, Gracie will be 21, which she's legally able to drink. Yay, I can share beer with my daughter. Anyway, so I wanted to out about the book Snitch that I have coming out that's already out. Please buy it and read it and help support domestic violence victims. Also, I wanted to talk about the part two, which is entitled Magnolia Bay. And it goes more in detail about the torture that we were subjected to. And then I have Dreamcatcher coming out, which is a 20 book like Harry Potter. It's a little Marvel action, love, story kind of thing about a Native American Indian woman who grows up on her reservation, and she has a secret power that she can astral plane. So the book is based on an Indian Native woman growing up on a reservation with this secret astral planing power. So that should be really fun for the kids. There's no cussing, there's no sex scenes. It's a clean book, just like Harry Potter. No cussing, no sex scenes, no nothing. So it's age appropriate. And then I have Voodoo Priest coming out this year. By the end of this year, also. Voodoo Priest is a horror story that I got the idea from um, a plantation. Excuse me. I got the hiccups all of a sudden. It's off of a plantation um, in Charleston that I got the idea for Voodoo Priest while I was traveling and writing. So Dreamcatcher comes out, Voodoo Priest comes out, and I'm working on a book, Home of Our Own, which will be out next year. And then there is a couple other projects that I have in the works. And but Magnolia Bay is probably going to be coming out the book too by next year, and then I'm going to try to sell it to Netflix or someone to make a movie out of it. So I have a hard time getting paid um, for my injuries, and I just got my court hearing date for the first time in. I've been waiting. What I filed in 2021, 2021, June 2021. So 21, 4 years. I've been waiting for my court hearing and for the judge to make a decision. So I'm really excited about my court hearing on the 14th of next month. Hopefully, I'll get my settlement, and that'll be the end of it, and we can all go on living our lives. Hopefully, we don't have to draw this out and make a bigger mess out of it than what it already is. So, and I'm about to start going into surgery, into healing, which is great. And I wanted you to check out my blog post called Sex and Love at Middle Age at 44 middleagedating.com. There's a link for it on my Facebook page, and I will try to post a link down below. I haven't figured out how to do that yet, but I'll try to post a link down below so you can go and see my blog. So my blog is talks about dating after divorce or dating after a separation, and what it's like getting back into the dating scene after after coming out of a messy divorce. And you can get on there and we can chat and rapport and talk about speed dating and dating apps, and what kind of, when you've had the worst date ever, um, and a community of middle-aged people who can interact and talk candidly. Like, if you can't talk candidly with the person that you're dating, or you need a little community support and guidance, then it's also a place for you to vent. You can vent when you're mad at your husband. You can vent when you're mad about a date. You can talk about what it's like dating, having children, or like whatever you want. It's just a place for middle-aged people to come and have a rapport, and to us to form a community of middle-aged daters helping each other figure out the dating stuff, and what it's like dating again, and the do's and coming up with do's and don'ts, and whatever. So check out my blog and see what you like it. See if you like it. It's on Wix.com. It is I don't have it with me. I'll put the links up in my next video post for Wix, and then my website. I will put my website back in um, on down below, my website for getting in contact with me if you want to do business. Um, Justin Bieber was founded off YouTube. So I'll put the links down below to my vlog, and also to my my blog channel, and then along with Heather Love which is like my alias name, so nobody knows what my real last name is. I kind of want to keep it a secret because so my husband that I left and some other people can't find me. So I changed my YouTube channel to Heather Love because I'm Heather and I'm full of love. And I'm looking for Mr. Right. Not Mr. Perfect and not Mr. Real One, but a Mr. Right that will love, honor, and take care of me all the days of his life and someone to grow old with. I got the old school love vibe. Like, I know they have these new situationships and hookups and stuff, which I've never done a hookup from a dating app yet. Never hooked up from a dating app. Never have I. Never have. I've dated one time. I'll tell you this. I've dated one time since my separation. So I left Georgia and left Atlanta and I went to Charleston. So I was staying and kind of semi living at the Holiday Inn in Mount Pleasant. So I would, sleep there and write in the hotel room, and then I would be out and about mingling with um, with the people that lived there, the townies, I guess, the people that lived there, the community. I went to Seashore Church, which is an amazing church. I intend on joining. And then, so anyway, so I was coming from somewhere, going back to my hotel room in Charleston, and there was this dark-skinned, bald-headed black gentleman that had a military coat. Like, I wanted a military man to date because the town is like full of military men that come and leave and come and leave. So I'm like, I'll find me a nice military man because I like the uniform. It's sexy. But anyway, so he had this military army jacket on. And he was like, hey, you're really pretty. Can I have your number? You want to go out sometime? And I was kind of like, sure, why not? I'm in a new place. Even if it doesn't work out of us dating, then maybe I might have a new friend. So I was like, yeah, sure, let's do this. So we made arrangements to go out the next day or the next couple days and go to the Outback to eat. He said he wanted to go to the Outback. We'd meet at the Outback. And I said, okay. And obviously, if you're asking me to dinner, I expect you to pay. Or at least say that you want to go Dutch if you don't have the money to pay for me. So we go and we meet at the Outback. And the guy is completely weird. Like the whole entire date. And then he was like mumbling this sideways talking. I had no idea what he was talking about. And then he started like, kind of like, and then he came and he sat next to me, and I just told him I have PTSD. Like, I just came out of a bad relationship. I have PTSD, so, we have to have some distance. Well, then he came and sat beside me in the same booth, and I started feeling uncomfortable. I don't know you from an atom. So I was like, I'm feeling a little uncomfortable. Is there any way you can move back to your side of the table? Like, I'm not impressed by you right now. I don't feel comfortable with you. So he moved back to his side of the table and we ate and we were talking about working out and stuff. And he told me he was a pizza delivery driver. And then he made the comment, well, I just thought that you could bring me up too. I was like, bring you up? Bring you up to what? He was like, well, I just thought that, you could bring me up with you. And I was like, okay, so he just wants to use me. So I was like, this motherfucker is not getting a second date. So anyway, when it came time to check out, I was like, do you want to go Dutch? I was like, separate tickets. And then he kind of looked at me funny. And I was like, do you have money to pay for your own dinner? He's like, no, I feel insulted. Now I'm sitting here feeling insulted and you're insulting me. And I'm like, just put it on one ticket. Because I ain't washing no dishes. So I ended up having to pay for the date that he asked me out on at the Outback. It's like an $82 tab, which is fine. But why would you ask me on a date and then want me to pay for it? Like, if you're asking me on a date, I expect you to, one, plan it, and then two, pay for it. Or if you don't have enough money to pay for me, at least make an agreement to go Dutch. Like, I want a man who can actually pay for me sometimes. Like, I understand the whole I don't mind going Dutch, but I don't want to feel used and humiliated. And, if you want to go Dutch on something, you need to make that arrangement before you go to the date. Like, you don't go and show up on a date and without your wallet and not have money to pay for it. Like, who does that? So, honestly, he never got a second date. I'm like, I might be a fat girl and pretty hot and tempting. I'm average. I'm like 242. I'm not like hugely overweight, but I'm overweight. I'm curvy. I got some love handles. And, big girls, we're built for comfort. We're not built for speed. So, anyways, so I was like, I really don't think you're getting a second date. But I just went because, like, I didn't feel like eating dinner alone. Like, I'm in a new place, I have no friends, and I was feeling lonely. And so I wanted to, I was feeling lonely, so I wanted to go and have dinner with somebody. I was like, even if we don't date, he could be a potential ally, a potential friend, and see how that was going. But so I was like, yeah, it was crazy. And then like I went on Woo Plus, which is a dating site for plus size people. It's called Woo Plus. So I went on Woo Plus, and there was nothing that I liked. Like nothing that I was attracted to. And then I went on, what was it? eHarmony. I tried eHarmony. eHarmony sent me all the wrong men that I would have never dated. I was like, you are not trying to send me my true love, eHarmony. You got to go. And I don't do like the dating hookup apps. Like, we're not going to hook up, have a one night stand, and then me go home. I don't do that. Like, I'm a lady and I want someone to be proud to have me as a wife. Like, I don't want them to have to hide me and then sneak me out the back door. Like, I want them to be able to be seen with me in public. I want you to be proud of me. I want you to respect me. And I'm not your well kept little dirty secret. Like, I am, the potential person that you're dating. So you treat me right and you treat me like a lady, and I treat you right and I treat you like a man. But if I'm going to have to be the man and the main breadwinner in the relationship, then whatever I say goes. Like, if I'm having to pay for you like my pet, whatever I say goes. I'm the breadwinner. So, whatever. But so I'm not gonna be used. So anyway, so dating has been finicky and hard. And I met one guy named Austin that I thought that I might have somewhat potentially liked. But then my ex kind of ruined that. So, but we're not going to talk about that because I never got to know the man. But anyway, so so now you know about like what my blog's about and everything, and you can go on Barnes and Nobles and get a 10% discount for $8.99 on my book, or you can get it on Kindle for $9.99 on Amazon Kindle, and I'm on all ebook sites. So you can go on those sites and you can purchase the book and read it, and then you can leave your thoughts and your comments below. I will interact back with you. Um, Snitch is my autobiography. It is based on true events that happened to me. I don't want to really go into detail about it because it makes me break down and cry. I'm still emotionally wounded. But, however, I am trying to, with this YouTube page, start my life over, show what it's like dating, and as being separated and facing divorce, and being an empty nester at middle age dating is completely different than dating when you're 19, because you have kids involved. So not only me and my kids kind of come as a package, even though that they're grown, you still have to love and respect my kids. So, if you love me and you want to be with me, you have to love and respect my kids as well. We're a package deal, always will be. And can't wait for grandkids eventually somewhere down the road. Not right now, but eventually. But anyway, so that's it. That is my book, Snitch. And you can be looking for more short story novels coming out. I am a short story novelist, kind of like R.L. Stein. I have too much ADHD to write a 500-page book. It took me a year just to write what I wrote, but that was also because I had a hard time coming to terms with everything and getting it out and putting it into words, to make in a way to make people understand. So anyway, so that was it. And so y'all can check out that. And please check out my blog on Wix, Mama Bear 862 at wix.com / sex and love 44.com. I will put the links in there for you and add some links to my blog page, and check it out and go check out my website. You can hire me for ghostwriting. I offer ghostwriting services. Also, I speak at conferences against domestic violence and gang violence. So I can be hired to be a motivational speaker to young women. And then I'm trying to sell my movie to a network. So you can hire me to speak at a women's convention or something like that. Also through my webpage. So has all my contact information on there. So check it out, and everything, and I will post the links below. So love, peace, and hair grease. And here's to a new start.